I was talking to this girl for a while. Things were going well. She lived in Texas. I'm in Indiana. She abruptly ended it with no explanation. About a month later, she messaged me out of the blue, said she really regretted ending things and wanted to make it work, wanted to come fly out to see me. So I helped her pay for the $450 plane ticket. She flew in on a Friday evening and was supposed to stay for about a week. But 2 days later on Sunday, she told me her mom had just informed her that her dad had passed away and she needed to go home and be with her family. So she booked her flight for the next morning at 6:55 in the morning. I dropped her off at the airport at 5:30 in the morning and went to work. And then about 2 hours later, I get an email from the airline saying that she was a no-call, no-show for her flight. I tried calling and texting her. She didn't answer or reply. I got on her social media. I was completely blocked from all social media. She completely ghosted me and made up a lie, I think, about her dad passing away. No idea where she went. I can only speculate, but I have no idea.
I'm gonna tell you exactly where she went. She went back into the arms of her number one choice. Because what he's saying in the beginning is that they stopped talking they were talking long distance and then they stopped talking for a little while. And then she texted him talking about, he was the rebound. And then 2-3 days into being the rebound, her actual number one wanted her to come back. But see, here's the thing, my G, is although that hurt, you were dating a sociopath. Anyone that lies on their father, their family member, close like that, is completely and utterly crazy and for the streets.
All right, so somebody reported my last video. Wonder who. See this? Yep, this is what she's trying to keep you from seeing.
Damn.
Yep, she stole about $20,000 worth of stuff. Damaged my motorcycle and my truck, and she stole my truck. Killed my cat. That's right, she killed my cat. But I can't post this because it's disparaging. Get the fuck up.
Wow. Guys, let me talk to y'all real quick as well. Get cameras in y'all cribs. Google has Nest, Amazon has the Ring. And think about it, it's like insurance. It's a way to try to protect yourself. When you're living in a society where the men are guilty until proven innocent, you have to be strategic in your mind of the things that you can do to reduce the risk of some bullshit happening in your life.
A $20,000 engagement ring. That's how much John spent on the engagement ring for Jennifer. He was madly in love with her and he had the money to spend it. Well, she didn't feel quite the same way, but she didn't let him know that. She accepted the ring, accepted the engagement, and they started planning the wedding. Well, about 2 months in, she decided that maybe this wasn't right for her. So she called the engagement off. Well, John wanted the ring back. He was a little bit upset, and he'd spent $20,000 on the ring. He wanted it back.
Yep.
Jennifer said, no, that was a gift. You gave me a gift. I get to keep that gift. John said, the hell you do? It was a conditional gift. Mm-hmm. So he took her to court. And the judge heard all the evidence and ruled that, yes, in fact, it was a conditional gift conditioned upon her marrying John.
Yeah.
When that condition wasn't met, she had to give the ring back.
It makes perfect sense to me, but it's so crazy that because she didn't meet that condition, she still wanted the piece of jewelry. Oh, you are disgusting, madame. And it's crazy because he had to pay lawyers in order to go to court, right? Court fees, all of that, in order to have this discussion because she felt so entitled to the gift that was given to her for the condition of marriage. But here's the thing, at the end of the day, irrespective of all the extra money that you had to pay, you learned a fantastic and valuable lesson. And you figured out you were spending your time with an insurgent, okay? You saved a lot of heartache by her flipping a dime on you.
That doesn't get talked about. Got a sad story to share with y'all I read today. Okay. Child falls ill and ends up in the hospital. Father gets called in because the child needs a DNA donor. Hospital tests the father's blood to make sure it's a good man.
Don't tell me this happened to you.
I don't know why it wouldn't be. They run their little tests and come back with a test showing that the father, in fact, is not the father. Father looks over at the mother and says, "What's going on here?" Mother cries, and before even saying anything, she calls the neighbor. Neighbor comes to the hospital, they do a DNA test. The neighbor's the child's father. This man has been raising this child for 12-something years, and he's not even...
You know, lock away the false allegation brigade, enforce paternity tests as soon as the child is born. I don't know why that there's not a reason why that does not happen, because trust me, money has nothing to do with it. Your shame doesn't work
My
on
worst
us,
date
man.
ever was in 2015. I drove an hour to pick her up. I waited outside for 15 minutes in the rain waiting for her to come out. Her younger brother wiped his pecker across the glass door while I waited, which
Excuse
was
me?
weird. When she finally came out, she played Angry Birds in the passenger seat of my car all the way to the restaurant and said nothing the entire way. When we got to the restaurant, she ordered the number 2 family style, which, as it turned out, was a poo-poo platter for 8. When I confronted her about it,
She ordered a family meal for herself? It's a large woman.
She very loudly accused me of fat shaming when I'm pretty sure we both know she was just going to bring it home and feed her siblings. When we got out of there, it took her 4 boxes of leftovers.
How manipulative? You fat shaming? You ordered a family meal, ma'am. What? What? See, the earth needs a healthy degree of shame. Healthy degree. Okay? If you run your life based off of shaming people, okay, all of the time, that's one thing. When you talk about something that has to do with you living longer, right? It's not shaming. It's science. Okay? It's science. Stop eating all of that.
To leave, and she dumped one of them all over my car. Didn't even bother to clean it up.
Wow.
When we got back to her house,
She's a
I was
heathen.
getting ready to leave, and she asked, "Are you going to kiss me goodnight?" To which I said no, kind of politely. And pissed, she sicked her very vicious German Shepherd on me, which bit me in the calf. On the way home, I got a flat tire, and I'm pretty sure it was from her because there were 3 roofing nails straight up in a row.
Yeah, you need to stop
you wanna
dating.
go to a party? So I asked for a divorce. Of course, she didn't want that. So what would any other crazy ex-wife do? She started sending emails to my chain of command saying that I was going to kill her, a whole bunch of other crazy things. That's when I first got put under investigation. Of course, that was unfounded, so I was in the clear. So she couldn't get me for that. She decided that she would make a fake email of me and a fake email of another person who was a male. This was when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was in effect. So she would email back and forth all types of crazy messages.
Oh, shit.
And then she would send them to the chain of command again. Investigation number 2. Of course, that was unfounded.
Oh, God.
So what else could she do, right?
Here's the thing. Let me try to hold up. Let me talk to you guys real quick. What a lot of guys don't understand with women is that they can't beat you up. So what they try to do is, if they're lower level scourges of society, at the end of the day, he has to blame himself for choosing a young woman that can do that. But I can get that there's an argument of you not knowing until it's too late, especially when we're all young, dumb, full of, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can let the particular beauty of a woman overwhelm you to making incorrect decisions. I mean, I get it. But when y'all over on this side of the internet, you understand that the beauty don't mean nothing. I've met 10s with no self-esteem, and I'm at 1s with no self-esteem, or 1s with more self-esteem than the goddamn 10s. It don't goddamn matter. But you got to understand is that women can't beat you up. So either they're going to try to get someone else to go beat you up, or, which is less likely, but more likely, they'll do some sneak, manipulative, covert, crazy shit in order to get you goddamn hemmed up. So you got to be careful. That's what I'm trying to say.
So without further ado, MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, and share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.